Chamber.
The girl was tired. She went to her chamber for a nap. The girl was tired. She went to her chamber for a nap.
The member left the council chamber.
The girl with him was a chambermaid at the Santa Barbara Hotel.
The pyramid was also to protect the burial chamber from the weather and from thieves.
Chamber.
Deny.
Neil denies breaking the window.
Most societies deny education, employment and many legal rights to women. I like that they acknowledge death, instead of denying it the way Americans do. It may even deny that certain events happened at all.
Opposition leaders are denying any contact with the government in Kabul.
Deny. Document.
He was given an official document proving he was a citizen.
Producing a document on your computer and sending it directly to a printing press is desktop publishing. Deleted documents stay in the recycle bin until you empty it.
Your document won't be lost its original shape if you choose our facsimile service.
After the letter of allotment is issued, an important document is then prepared.
Document.
Emphasize.
She emphasized the key points by circling them in red ink.
He emphasized how little was known about the disease.
The professor emphasized certain aspects of the historical period. His speech emphasized the importance of attracting industry to the town.
The Greeks emphasized physical fitness and strengthened their education of youth.
Emphasize.
Fever.
Lydia had a high fever, so she didn't go to school.
Symptoms are a slight fever, headache and loss of appetite.
Dengue fever is spread to humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. Dengue fever is spread to humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. Aspirin should help reduce the fever.
He's got a headache and a slight fever.
Fever.
Flu. She did not come to class because she was flu.
They drained a lot of fluid from his lungs.
She plays the flute in the school orchestra. Because the economy fluctuates, the price of renting and leasing also fluctuates.
She did not come to class because she was flu. Flu.
Freeze.
If you don't wear your coat in winter, you will freeze.
In the fairy tale, the match girl, unable to sell any matches, freezes to death in the street.
Freeze. Freeze.
Gesture. My teacher makes a lot of gestures when she speaks.
He put his hand under her chin in an almost paternal gesture.
This is a symbolically significant gesture. Gesture.
Interrupt.
My mother interrupted me when I was trying to listen to music. This interruption is very annoying. There is an interruption to the power supply.
The game was interrupted several times by heavy rain.
The company shall not be liable for any damages, for loss of profits, business interruption, or other pecuniary loss arising out of the use of this software.
Interrupt.
Last. The football match lasted for nearly 2 hours.
The earthquake was preceded by a loud roar and lasted 20 seconds. On the last day, the village prideist approached Colonel Blashford Snell. These anniversaries mark the milestones of a happy and lasting relationship between married couples.
Last.
Likeness.
Michelle bears a strong likeness to her older sister Kate. Michelle bears a strong likeness to her older sister Kate.
likeness.
Moreover.
It's cold. It's cold outside. Moreover, the wind is very strong. It's cold outside. Moreover, the wind is very strong. It's cold outside. Moreover, the wind is very strong.
The rent is reasonable and, moreover, the location is perfect.
It's cold outside. Moreover, the wind is very strong.
Moreover.
Perspective.
The man's speech gave me a new perspective on our country.
Perspective.
The man's speech gave me a new perspective on our country.
I would like to offer a historical perspective. The financial statement will give the manager some perspective on the present situation.
So it was interesting to get their perspective. The man's speech gave me a new perspective on our country.
Perspective.
Rational.
He needed.
Everyone calls Wendy a hip shooter because she always follows her instincts when responding to a question rather than considering it rationally.
No rational person would ever behave like that.
Every rational number can be written as either a terminating decimal or a recurring decimal.
He needed to be rational.
Rational. Recover.
I hope the city will recover soon after the flood.
Improved consumer confidence is crucial to an economic recovery.
He's still recovering from his operation. He's still recovering from his operation.
The trophy was stolen a second time and was never recovered.
Good nutrition is essential if patients are to make a quick recovery.
Recover.
Rely.
The boy relied on his older brother to help him.
Can I rely on your support in the election? Many working women rely on relatives for childcare.
The boy relied on his older brother to help him. I absolutely rely on his secrecy.
Rely.
Shock.
The man was shocked by the news.
All the employees are shocked at the substitution of the general manager. All the employees are shocked at the substitution of the general manager.
The Howl is really shocked. He died of lung cancer last month, leaving his wife in great shock.
The news gave me a nasty shock.
Shock.
Shy.
Sam felt shy talking to a prince.
She's shy with strangers.
Hoffman plays Mr. Hoppy, a shy and lonely old man who lives in a block of flats.
He was very shy and found it difficult to make eye contact.
His teachers perceived him as shy and inward-looking.
Shy. Stare.
The young couple stared into each other's eyes. The young couple stared into each other's eyes. He stared into her cold blue eyes.
He stared at me in horror, his mouth working.
She stared out of the window, lost in a daydream.